Let's be honest for a second. Most men think they need to become bedroom stuntmen to impress a woman. Legs in the air, angles like geometry class, and flexibility levels last seen during Olympic gymnastics. But here's the truth that no one's telling you. It's not about how many positions you know, but how deeply you understand the ones that matter. Because here's the thing. You could try 30 different moves from the Kama Sutra, but if she doesn't feel seen, safe, or connected, it's just fancy cardio. Now imagine this. You're with someone. The lighting is perfect. The vibe is right. You lean in, touch her just the way she likes, and suddenly the room disappears. It's no longer just physical, it's something deeper. Something unforgettable. That moment? That's not luck. That's skill. And not the kind you learn from a magazine tip or a TikTok tutorial. So today, we're not going through a checklist of acrobatics. We're diving into 5 powerful positions that women actually crave. Not because they look good on camera, but because they feel incredible in real life. And if you're wondering what makes these positions so special, stay with me. By the end of this, you won't just know what to do, you'll know why it works. And trust me, she'll notice the difference. Some guys think missionary is boring, just the default, the vanilla ice cream of intimacy. But those guys probably never tried this version. Because with one tiny adjustment, this classic becomes an absolute game changer. It's called alignment. Simple in theory, devastatingly effective in practice. Instead of the usual hips apart setup, she keeps her legs together while you slide between them. That's it. No extra limbs involved. But what happens? Suddenly there's more friction, more pressure, and more control over those subtle micro-movements that turn good into unforgettable. It's like fine-tuning a guitar string, tighten it just right, and the music hits different. What makes this even better is how naturally it creates full body contact. Her legs gently press together, your chest rests against hers, your hips grind in sync, and her entire nervous system goes into full alert, in the best possible way. She's not just feeling you inside, she's feeling you everywhere. And the best part? You're not doing anything crazy. There's no circus trick here, no risk of pulling a muscle. Just 2 people breathing together, moving as one, finding that perfect angle like they've been doing it for years, even if it's your first night. Now here's a little secret. Most women don't talk about this version. But when it happens, they remember it. Because it's not just physical, it's deeply intimate. She feels closer, more connected, more understood. So next time you're tempted to switch things up, don't overthink it. Sometimes it's not about trying harder, it's about moving smarter. Now, while some moments call for closeness and quiet rhythm, others ignite with something a little different. A little more wild. You'll know it when you feel her take charge, not just emotionally, but physically. Suddenly, you're not leading. She is. And here's the thing, when she climbs on top, something changes. It's not just the view, though that doesn't hurt. It's the energy. It's the shift in pace. She's not just along for the ride anymore, she's steering the whole damn thing. And believe it or not, many women absolutely love that. Why? Because control isn't just about dominance. For her, it's about connection. When she sets the tempo, she tunes into her own pleasure. She knows where it feels best. She adjusts. She experiments. She lets go without worrying if she's taking too long or moving too slow. And that freedom, that's where magic happens. For you, it's a front row seat to her expression. Every movement, every breath, every sound, completely unfiltered. No guessing, no hoping you're doing it right. She's showing you what works in real time. And if you pay attention, you'll learn more in 10 minutes than a dozen Google searches ever could. Meanwhile, you're not just lying there like a pillow. You're supporting her. Your hands are exploring her waist, her thighs, maybe even her chest. And in that moment, even though she's on top, it's still a dance between 2 people fully present. Let's not kid ourselves. This isn't about ego. This is about trust, about letting her express herself without judgment. And when she feels that from you, when she knows she can move, sound, and feel any way she wants, something unlocks. Not just physically, but emotionally. And believe me, once she experiences that level of freedom with you, she'll start associating you with something even deeper than attraction. She'll remember how you made her feel. But not every moment has to be fiery and intense. Sometimes, the most powerful connection happens in complete stillness. No pressure, no rush, just 2 bodies wrapped around each other like puzzle pieces that finally found the right fit. You know those nights where nothing needs to be said? The lights are dim, the world feels quiet, and all you hear is her breathing, soft, steady, right next to your ear. That's the moment spooning becomes more than just a position. It becomes a feeling. Lying side by side, with your body molded behind hers, there's this quiet electricity in the air. She's not just close, she's enveloped, protected. And that sense of safety? It melts through every muscle in her body. It's the kind of intimacy that doesn't need fireworks to be unforgettable. And don't be fooled by how gentle it seems. Spooning isn't just sweet, it's incredibly effective. The angle allows for deep, controlled movement. It naturally lines up the perfect spots for stimulation, inside and out. And since everything's already pressed together, even the subtlest shifts send ripples of sensation through her whole body. But what makes this moment truly special isn't the technique, it's the intention. You're holding her, not just touching her. You're close enough that she can feel your breath, hear your heartbeat, and sense your presence even with her eyes closed. It's in this stillness that a lot of women feel something they rarely get, complete emotional safety. And once she feels that with you, everything else becomes easier. The tension fades, the connection deepens, and suddenly she's not just in the moment, she's fully with you. So if you ever think softness is weakness, think again. Because sometimes, the gentlest moments leave the deepest impact. And just when you think you've explored every angle, there comes that one position that catches you both off guard, in the best possible way. It's not flashy, it's not acrobatic, but it feels intense, deep, almost overwhelming, like your bodies were made for this exact rhythm. She lies back, one leg extended, the other gently crossed over. You hold her ankles, not to control her, but to keep that perfect stretch steady. And in this position, everything tightens. The pressure increases. The sensation multiplies. Every movement becomes sharper, more focused, like tuning into a frequency only the two of you can hear. What makes this so powerful is how much control you actually have. You can go slow, dragging out every second like a tease, or go deep, driving both of you to the edge with deliberate force. And all the while, you're watching her react. Her body, her face, her hands gripping the sheets. It's raw, yes, but it's also incredibly connected. And here's something most men don't realize. This kind of physical intensity often unlocks something emotional. When she's fully open, vulnerable, stretched, exposed, but she trusts you to handle that moment with care, it builds a connection that goes far beyond lust. Some women won't admit how much they enjoy this kind of surrender because they've been taught to keep it pretty or polite. But when they're with someone who reads the moment right, who knows when to hold tight, when to ease up, when to just be still, they let go in ways they didn't even know they needed. And sometimes that's when it happens. The synchronization, the timing, the overwhelming rush that neither of you saw coming, but both of you feel completely. It's not just about doing something different. It's about discovering something more. Of course, not every moment is about softness. Sometimes it's wild. It's primal. It's the kind of energy where words disappear and instinct takes over. And there's one position that stood the test of time when it comes to that raw, undeniable chemistry. There's something about being behind her, watching her back arch, her hands grip the sheets, her hips respond to your every move. It's not just about dominance. It's about rhythm, precision, the dance between control and release. And here's what might surprise you. For a lot of women, this isn't just physically intense, it's mentally liberating. It gives her the freedom to focus purely on sensation. She doesn't have to worry about how she looks. She's not performing. She's feeling deeply, fully, without filter. Plus, this angle? It opens up access to the most sensitive spots in ways few other positions can. Every movement is amplified, and when done with the right pace, the right presence, it can drive her into a place where her body moves on instinct alone. But there's another layer to it, communication. Not just with your body, but with your voice. A soft word, a playful comment, a breathless whisper. You'd be surprised how many women are turned on by verbal presence during intimacy. Not dirty talk for the sake of it, but being in the moment with her. Because when she knows you're tuned in, not just to her body, but to her responses, she feels something far more powerful than just pleasure. She feels understood. After everything, the intensity, the closeness, the rhythm, you know what she'll remember most? It's not the position. It's not how many times you made her gasp. It's how she felt when she was with you. Did she feel safe? Did she feel seen? Did she feel like she could completely let go, without shame, without holding back, without wondering if she was too much? Because in the end, the greatest skill a man can have isn't hidden in his hips, it's in his awareness. His presence, his ability to read the room, read her, and act with intention. That's what makes a woman crave you long after the moment's over. So no, you don't need to be an expert in 50 positions. You just need to master the ones that matter. The ones that connect, that awaken, that remind her she's not just being touched, she's being cherished. And when you bring that kind of energy into the bedroom, you stop being just another guy. You become the one she compares everyone else to. So the next time things get intimate, remember this. Your body does the moving, but your mind does the magic. Use both, and she'll never forget you.